Hi, let us look at this Lang chain. So Lang chain completed 2 years of its existence. So in my previous parts, I did explain what is Lang chain. Very useful for generative AI. You want to create a sequence of AI routines, you can use Lang chains. So today we are also looking at Granite 3.0. This is an IBM generative AI model. Okay, so why IBM thinks this is a game changer? Because it gives very high performance. So that means in order to get your answers, if you ask a question and the answers are calculated very fast. So you might say, boss, we already have GPUs. So you just use a GPU and it is fast. So what's the big deal? See, hardware is there. But will your model make use of all the hardware that you have? See, your father has money. Does that guarantee that you will clear IIT exams, JEE exams? You will get into IIT Bombay? It does not guarantee, right? Does it guarantee that you will be able to clear Google interviews? It does not guarantee. So that means you as a student or you as a son or a daughter will need that kind of ability to perform. That is what Granite is. Granite 3.0 is better than Granite 1.0 because the son or the daughter, they have now worked a lot on themselves to make use of this hardware, GPU and those things available. So why do we say it will provide safety? Why safety is required here? Will someone crash the car? That is why it is required. No, safety is like if I am asking questions and it hits database, the data cannot be hacked by unwanted or bad players. Because one problem with AI is um, transparency is less. What is happening in the background, that transparency is less. Then obviously comes speed and cost efficiency. If someone says, boss, your father is rich, can you clear JEE exam and get into IIT Bombay? And you say, okay, I'm trying, you failed once, you failed twice, third year you are again preparing, fourth year you clear. That means you are not fast, you don't have speed. Speed means first go itself, it should happen fast. And there should be cost efficiency also. Cost efficiency means you should not tell your dad to enroll in n number of courses, spend lakhs of money. You can do it in a cost efficient way with one or two courses max. So now this is an article. If you see what are the advantages, okay, the state of art language models. That means, see, there are two models here. 3.08b, 8 billion. B means billion, and 2b means 2 billion parameters. So there are these many parameters. That means that means the model is heavy. 8b is heavy. 2b is light. Llama 70b is very heavy. Okay, the other thing is, how do we know this guy is good? How do we know? We have benchmarks on performance and it is able to meet that. See, people will say, okay, in order to qualify for Olympics, you should run 100 meters in these many seconds, maybe say 11 seconds or 12 seconds. So that is a benchmark. If this Granite model is fulfilling those benchmarks, that is great. This model is good to go. Good to go means good to be used. Okay, and then if you see, these are already optimized. See see in today's term, no, one thing you should always try to remember, what responsible AI is very important. Nowadays people are just not accepting any AI. It has to be responsible. That means it should not give open gateway to your data for bad players, to the bad players. That should not happen. Second is, it should prevent hallucination. See, you're trying to ask questions, you're trusting this body, and you are trusting this guy, and then what happens, this guy gives you wrong response. So because it got hallucinated, it got confused. Hallucinated, assume that it, while trying to answer, it smoked weed and started giving you wrong answers, some hallucinated answers, or it got a bias. See, maybe with looking at the data, it got a bias like, uh, since it is reading the data that uh, British people tried to rule and racism was mostly in the earlier days uh, carried out by white people, it is biased now. It is biased, and it is now starting to look the modern world with the same biased lens. And then when you ask questions, it is giving you biased answers. So that is not good. That is going to give you harmful outputs also. Yeah, and then these guys are claiming that Granite is claiming that they are better than Llama Guard. Llama is from Meta, Facebook Meta. Very good model. I myself use it day in and day out. Llama 70B. Very good for question answering, a generic model. It's very good. 70B. So, like I told you that Llama is good for generic one. What is this guy good for? What is this guy good for? See, many times people say, okay, my son is good in studies. My son is good in football. My son is good in cricket. What is this guy good at? This guy is designed for high inference efficiency, maintaining top performance with less than 1 billion. See, if you have more money and if your son is, and your daughter is good in studies, you can pump that money and elevate their scores. They can read, I mean, they can study more in better colleges or better professors and etc. But doing that with less than 1 billion parameter means you have less money. In a cost optimized way, still you are able to achieve it. That is the beauty. Okay, that is the beauty. So that is what this guy is able to do. So that means from a cost effective perspective, this guy is great. Second thing, second thing where I should use it is ultra low latency use cases. I don't have time. I'm using this for my real time purposes. My data comes real time. So I want it to be immediate. Low latency means very high performance. The moment I type www.msn.com, I should get a response within milliseconds. Okay, so this is what it gives. Now, one thing you should remember is here, see, this 8B instruct accelerator, this achieves 220% speed up in token generation, which improves the latency and increases the throughput. That means that if other models are doing it at 100%, this guy does it at 220%. Okay, now you are working for a client like Bank of America, Walmart, or some clients. Okay, now you are telling them that, guys, this model is great, and then they ask you, boss, why do I care? I am an enterprise. Why do I care? Why do I care? Why do I care? What will I gain? What is it in for me? See, whenever you try to sell your stuff, you will have to customize your narrative for that client itself and explain that client what is in it for this client. You cannot just talk generic that, hey, you know what, all retail clients like was or like Walmart, Asda's, everyone, IKEA, all will gain benefit. That is fine. But suppose you go to Walmart, Walmart will say, okay, what is in it specifically for Walmart? So there we are telling, because it is fit for purpose and cost effective. See, we are telling Walmart, guys, if you take another model from Meta, etc., your number of token consumed will may be high and it will not be cost effective. Same use cases you can run here for say 20% cheaper or 10% cheaper or 30% cheaper. You can tell that. Okay, and still you can be innovative. That is the key. You can spend less and still be innovative. Second thing is it gives you commercial flexibility. That means it allows proprietary solutions. I suppose you have commercial rights, and IBM backs indemnification when consumer what's the next. So you yourself can use this platform to customize and create a product for yourself. Suppose Walmart creates something by training and etc. Something for their self itself. Okay, and needless to say, see, there are guardrails already built in. Guardrails means that it is very responsible. It is doing risk detection across use cases. And the moment it see when you're trying to go to a skating ring has guardrails at the borders. That means you cannot uh, go outside that guardrail. You can take support of the guardrail, and it tells you, boss, you have to operate inside this guardrail. You cannot go outside. So this is what uh, these models already have this guardrails built in. Okay, and then the last thing is there is a IBM's commitment to sustainability. See, you are adding all those fantastic stuff. You are cost effective. You are doing innovation. All that is great, but are you going to consume a lot of gasoline, a lot of natural resources to achieve this? See, right now, all the organizations have targets. They have to go green. They have to reduce carbon emissions. So if you give them a solution that I'll reduce your cost and etc. whatever, but I'm going to increase your carbon footprint. Nobody is going to buy it. Because nobody will buy it. So you have to tell them that also that no, we will not put pressure on the environment also. So when this guy trains, see IBM language models, they are trained on Blue Vela. Okay, what is Blue Vela powered with? It is powered with renewable energy. That means maybe lithium, maybe solar energy, maybe energy from windmill. So they are saying because we are using renewable energy to train this model so that you can gain out of it. So your carbon footprint is also reduced. Okay. Now that is fine. You have already trained. But what if I want Walmart says I want to take this model and train it further with my very specific custom data. So we can tell Walmart, okay, boss, you can use infrastructure which is powered by renewable energy, and you can still maintain your uh, environment compliance goals. Okay. And see, the reason I also told LangChain is you can use Granite models with the combination of LangChain also. Okay, LangChain is a very beautiful. I would say use it as a tool to sequence multiple activities. Like, see, one guy drives the truck, the other guy loads the accessories and goods. The third guy closes the door of the truck. The fourth guy cleans the truck. So these are sequence of activities. So you can create small Gen AI routines, and then you can link them together, make a necklace out of it, so that one after the other these guys execute. Or if there also needs to be a parallelism, like okay, after this these two guys should work in parallel, then one sequential step should come. Anything you can coordinate using LangChain also. The beauty of LangChain is the output of one program you can pass it to the other and keep on doing that, so that you need why do we do this thing, uh, so that I mean, what is your take, why do we do this? Because we want to reduce human intervention. Okay, why we want to reduce human intervention? Because we want humans to do productive work, I mean really valuable work, not only productive but good value work. Okay, so good value work means like people, see, you see a lot of average people, they get into corporates and they keep doing this average stuff like moving the file, moving the goods, or compliance, or this. Those all roles will be eliminated by AI. So software line, the IT field once again will be only filled with really good intelligent people. Okay, all those average people or below average people, will automatically wash away. Either they will have to move up the ladder, become valuable by learning, upgrading their skills, or go move into a different career. That is what will happen with generative AI and LangChain. It has started happening already. Uh, See, in my organization, we we have almost cut down that team which scans the CV and tries to understand, okay, which CV is great for hiring and etc. That team is reduced. Now it is operating with 30% humans only. We were able to reduce 70% humans. Then we have moved them to uh, a different area where we train them so that they can add more value there. Okay, that is how workforce, the humans will become more valuable in this entire like next 5 or 10 years. Humans will now move to a upper arena where they will do a lot of value added stuff. Obviously that will take intelligence. You have to be intelligent, and obviously you will have to use generative AI in collaboration. So that because you are intelligent, that is fine, but if you use generative AI, you will become more intelligent. You can do work of a more intelligent person. That is how it is. So see you in the next part.